Don't think the words were in those Laundra holograms we watched.
They might help with talking to the others. Maybe we can convince them to give us a hand.
Did you need something else?
Look, Kirol, we need your help. You said that the Ascension is almost here. Seika and I are trying to prove our devotion as fast as we can.
But we're running out of time. We need to get into the Ascension Hall.
But the only way to learn the words of attainment is to pass your devotion review.
Unless you help us out. We're a lot like you. We've suffered so much until now. Storms, shipwrecks, hunter-killer machines. We don't want to go back to that.
Well, we should all embrace his light. Perhaps even with a helping hand. Okay. It's kind of what Walter said when he sat with us and told us his story about where eternity lies.
It's on a new world, right? As part of the Ascension?
Exactly. You understand him so well. But I don't know. I really shouldn't be breaking protocol.
Please, Corral. We don't want to live in a world without Walter.
Okay, I'll tell you. Only through devotion may I embrace his light. Only through him may I ascend to a new world.
Thanks. We owe you one.
I'm glad to have helped. May you embrace his light.
Well, we got our words of attainment. Relic should let us into the Ascension Hall now. Let's get out of here.
Come, sit with me.
Lost and miserable.
I'm not saying...
I'll get us a drink. In the meantime, remember what Walter said about embracing the future.
Seems like you don't really share your friend's excitement about all this.
I should be more excited, shouldn't I?
It's okay to question things.
Lon was thrilled when we got into the Ascension Hall. He can't wait to see where we'll be taken next, but I'm worried that all this is too good to be true.
So why don't you just leave?
I can't abandon him. We've been through everything together. Our missions, the typhoon, the shipwreck, and soon, the Ascension, I guess.
As far as anyone at your settlement knows, you went out into the wilds and vanished. How did you end up here?
Lon and I were part of a scouting mission to the mainland, but things went bad fast. We were lost and starving, our boat was wrecked, and then Walter found our camp. A living ancestor, emerging from the wilds to tell us we'd been chosen, that we were safe. It was easy to embrace. Everyone here has a similar story.
Why didn't anyone send word to us?
Not everyone is chosen. Walter says we must leave our old lives behind if we're going to ascend. Nobody questioned it. But I should have.
Seems like most of the clan are more than happy to follow Laundra. So why not you?
At first, I wanted to believe. I mean, everything he told us felt like it filled an emptiness, like maybe I'd finally found somewhere to belong. Then I remembered how the boards back home would tell us to follow the virtues of the legacy, to be good and honest. And then they dragged my father away for speaking out against an imperial decree. I'm not sure it's any different here. Walter might be a living ancestor, but with a cudgel like Szeth to do his bidding, his kindness is just as conditional as the Empire's.
You said Lon can't wait to see where you're headed next. Do you know what you'll find there?
I imagine it'll be another kind of test, like here. And once you've been in the Ascension Hall, you're taken there by Szeth. He and his troops are the only ones who ever come back.
Everyone keeps mentioning him. I get the feeling he's not really a friendly guy.
as friendly as a fireclaw. But it's not just him. The soldiers that follow him are like that too. I guess they know they can do as they like, now that they don't answer to the Admiral or compliance.
You're right to be skeptical of all this. Andra's up to something, and we're gonna find out what.
I don't want to know. Just try to keep your heads down. The others won't tolerate any doubts about Walter.
Don't worry. We'll be careful.
I already told you. No one's getting past me without the words of attainment.
Oh, we know the words. Seika.
Oh, no. You should have the honor, Aloy.
Only through devotion may I embrace his light. Only through him may I ascend to a new world.
No one's ever passed their devotion review so quickly.
Well, we did, so will you get out of the way now?
I don't know how much more of Londra I can take.
Yeah, let's see what he's really up to.
All this time, they didn't even want to be found.
We don't know if they all feel that way.
Yeah. Sure.
Something on your mind?
Nothing. The Ascension Hall better have answers. That's all.
An elevator. Let's see where it leads.
Just really building up the suspense.
Must be quite a spectacle up there.
Ancestors. That's how they'll ascend.
I'm just building a spaceship, all right. We better take a closer look.
The clouds. They're not real. It's all an illusion. My focus. What's that sound?
It's a warning, I think. For radiation, something toxic. It should be safe enough for now, but I'd better check out the ship.
Okay. Tell me what you find.
source of the radiation. That's why he grabbed data from that old prototype in his headquarters. It must be how I'll get the lift he needs. Storage. For Londra's followers? That can't be enough space for all of them. And MSP again. What does that mean? Londra's got the Horus's printer working again. To build the ship. Okay, I've seen enough.
I don't like that look. What did you find?
The Horus. It has a special component. One that can make almost anything you can imagine. Parts, tools, even entire machines. Londra has rigged it to build what he needs for his ship. But in order for the ship to leave, it needs a ton of power, way more than what Londra could achieve with what he had.
So he went looking for something from his old company.
Exactly. Part of the data he got was for a blueprint, for a kind of boost. One that's as toxic as it gets. If this ship gets airborne, it'll spread a poison from here to every tribal land in the region.
Everyone will get sick and die. There's still something I don't get. Why would Londra do all of this just to get off this world? Oh, this again!
Seika.
You're still not telling me everything. My people are the ones that are caught up in all this. My sister! I deserve to know.
You're right. I will tell you. It just won't be...
Guess our time's up.
Lying filth!
Oh, this must be our friend Zeth.
Spread out. Reinforcements will follow. Time to put you down!
Never seen a cannon like that before.
I guess Londra gave him a new toy.
How do we even get out of here?
Zeth's got this whole place on lockdown. Maybe there's a way to shut it off.
Covering fire!
So stay alive and look for something to override. They fight like a pack of angry scrappers. Stop! It doesn't have to be this way!
I don't think they're listening, Seika. No way up there. Gotta disable the lockdown.
Keep back and finish her!
Here it comes! Idiot! Hit her harder! Get that Outlander! You don't have what it takes, Seika!
Just you wait, Seth!
Come for me then!
There are many more loyal opponents!
Power node. It might lift the lockdown.
Where'd they go?
wired to 2 more nodes. I've got to keep looking.
That changes nothing! Police! Don't hold back! For support! Look out, she falls!
May he guide my arrow!
Got it!
Shake it off!
I'll finish you off on my own! Just shame I won't get to crush you myself, Jacob!
Tough work! Lock that shield!
Lockdown's lifted. Now to get to Seth.
Lining her up! Don't let them through!
Take this, barbarian! Puff it out!
Next one won't miss!
I knew some of those Marines. They didn't even hesitate to attack.
Yeah, there's something off about them. But for now, we focus on Zeth. Come on out, Zeth!
I've got your back!
I'll enjoy crushing you both!
Oh!
There's nowhere to hide!
Nice to meet you, too.
You are a waste of my time! Your defiance ends now!
There's no more
I'm gonna
fire.
decorate paradise with your bones!
Take me? You're on your own for now, Aloy! you been taking the rest of our people?
Answer her question.
He takes the devoted to his park on the southern peninsula. But you'll never reach it. The tower there is positioned to ward off any approach.
And my sister is there?
She was in the final group. I'm not supposed to bring any more over.
But Walter promised the Ascension to everyone who proves themselves. I don't understand.
Londra's been using you to get what he wants. Let's face it, you're an easy mark. Too blinded by your own ego to see the truth.
Well, you just flipped his world upside down.
Just give me a straight answer. Why does Londra want to leave?
Something is coming to Earth. It destroyed the world that Londra fled, and it wants to do the same thing here.
Destroy the world? What could possibly do that?
It's called Nemesis. It's like a machine, sort of. But it's more powerful than anything you or I have ever faced. That's why Londra's building this ship. He's doing everything in his power to leave before it gets here. And I guess he wants to take some Quen with him, too. Look, I know this is a lot to take in, but there's still hope.
If you say so.
Seika.
There's a beach on the southeast coast of the island where we took down the first tower. That's probably the closest we'll get to Londra's park. And I should probably report back to the Admiral. Tell him something about what we found here.
Okay. I'll meet you at the beach then. That was bad. That was really bad. Seika, she seemed so lost. Why do I feel like that too? How do I fix this? For now, I'd better take a look at that Zenith weapon. I think I can turn this into something I can use. There. I should test it out when I get back outside. Better check on the rest of the Quen on my way out, too. Londra's worse than the other Zeniths. Willing to irradiate thousands so long as he survives. Seika and I have to find a way to stop him. Once I make things right with her. I guess Brennick spread the word to the rest of the people here. That Londra doesn't care about them. They must be pretty confused.
Everything was a lie. We can't stay, Lon.
Then where are we supposed to go?
You. Brennick told us you're the cause of all this.
None of us matter to Walter.
Everyone, please, remain calm. Seika stormed out of here not long ago. What exactly did you two do in there?
It seems like the Quen have some thinking to do. I hope they figure it out and head back to Fleet's End. But I gotta meet up with Seika. Talk things out with her. Make sure we're okay. Stretch that hold. Is that a recording? I think it's coming from inside that ruin. Got some data here. This data might help. You can get used to this. There's an ornament in there. How do I reach it? Let's see what we've got down here. What's this data say? No way this elevator's moving. Not moving. Key module. Could be useful. I wonder if I can get to the other end of the tunnel. There's an energy cell, but how do I get to it?
Not that my own company isn't great.
Train cars. What was this place? The cart stopped. Cart should have power now. Not in my way anymore. What's that sound? There we go. Got another ornament. Stemmer will be interested in this. I should give it to him the next time I see him.
I hope you are resting peacefully. That being said, there's no reason to leap all the way to that conclusion. Perhaps you're simply exploring these fascinating surroundings.
Okay, on my way.
Though slightly deeper in pitch and more distressing in its content. And I suppose it doesn't do much.
Another fortunate swing of the hammer for old
Gildan?
Aloy! My flame-haired Nora, my damn fixer, my second set of hands! Who'd have thought we'd meet again in such familiar circumstances? Ha! Certainly not me.
What are you doing here?
Well, now, it all started when I heard the echoes of a most peculiar voice beckoning me into this beguiling place. But I resisted. I knew this was a special delve, one I had to share, so I went and fetched my friend Olvar, who was more than willing.
And where is he?
Alas, we got separated when we sailed into a howling tempest on the way back here. Blew me right overboard. I floundered about in the waves, certain I'd become snapmaw bait. But nope, the sea spat old Gildan right out onto the shore. Olvar undoubtedly thought I was a goner, and pressed on, as any true delver would. I followed in his footsteps as far as I could, until I came across a door that wouldn't budge. Naturally, I searched for another means of entry. That's when I uncovered an ancient lever, tantalizing in its door-opening potential.
So you pulled the lever.
I pulled the lever, which may have, upon reflection, sealed this door shut behind me. And thus do we find ourselves once again at a fortuitous meeting.
Can we step back a minute? How exactly are you here? The last time I saw you was in the dam way up north.
After your departure, I wandered here and there, dabbled in a few ruins, even tried my hand at another dam out past Barren Light. But nothing could quite compare to our delve.
You wandered all the way from Banuk territory to the Forbidden West?
An ember in the wind, girl. That's old Gildan. And as luck would have it, I bumped into an expedition headed for the Burning Shores. Now there's an opportunity for fellowship and adventure, I thought. So I chucked my lot in with theirs, and here we are.
Well, I'm not sure how you managed to get out here unscathed, but it's good to see you, Gildan. Tell me about this Olvar guy.
Our bond was forged on the road to these uncharted shores. Night after night, I relayed my previous ventures to my traveling companions. Olvar took it all in with a fascinated silence. So when we got here, we agreed to share our fortunes. The look on his face when I told him about this place. Nothing quite like the joy of a new delve shared with good company. After I fell off our boat, I searched all over for him. I was starting to think him lost when I found his camp up top. He'll be as happy as a sun-kissed Karja to find out I'm not dead.
I'm sure he will. Okay, so let me get this straight. You think Olvar somehow managed to get deeper in the ruin?
Courtesy of a handy-dandy shaft. Or, well, not so handy-dandy now that some rubble's blocked the way.
Right, so if we're gonna find him, we need to find a way past that door you mentioned.
We?
Yes, Gildan, I will help you find Olvar. And make sure you don't get yourself trapped again.
Marvelous! Just like old times. You with your surprising and perplexing ways. Me with my nose for danger and excitement. The door lies just ahead. After you. Welcome to my humble, temporary abode.
Nice place.
Indeed! Would have loved to share this discovery with Olvar. Regrettably, I tumbled into the sea as the ruin entered our sights. Could imagine my joy discovering my lanterns in this tunnel. Presuming me dead, Olvar put them to good use. So resourceful. This, fine. Something?
Well, there's a passcode left behind by one of the old ones. He was alone here. He broadcast the recording, hoping others would join him.
Did anyone come?
Not sure.
And here I present our hinged hindrance, the finale of our grand tour. Ha-ha! Finally in! Crumbling stone, malodorous mildew, a delver's dream.
Looks like someone tried to blast into that room across the way.
Parting so soon? Olvar's never been stingy on the blast paste. Yep. This pile of rubble's definitely an Olvar special.
Well, the path's blocked now. We'll have to find another way up. I can't reach that ledge.
I'd give you a boost, but my knees aren't what they used to be. The old ones must have loved spending time underground to build these tunnels. Must have been great delvers.
We might be able to move this train car. Can I, get some help?
Anything you need.
All right, let's push.
Ah, the joys of locomotion. How do you suppose they went about creating these tunnels? By hand? Blast paste? Plow horn, perhaps?
Door needs a code and key module. Hang tight down there. I'll look around.
No worthwhile delve is free of its devilish challenges.
Could check this vent, see what I find.
Best of luck! Personally, I've always been more proficient at losing things than finding them. You name it, I misplaced it. Shards, my pet crab, Garoon. I even lost my precious looking glass falling into the sea. I see you haven't lost your knack for hazardous traversal. Whoa! Oh, you're fine. Of course.
does. Huh. Moves the elevator. Hey, Gildan! Hop in!
Alrighty! Mind sending that elevator back down for old Gildan?
It's safe enough.
Whatever. Abundance of carts. Shall we get to pushing?
Our old world friends left us another code.
A true gentleman. I'll bet plenty of people answered his call.
It doesn't look like it.
Oh, dear.
Okay, maybe there's a way with less falling. All right, push!
Oh boy! This cart's squealing worse than a boar on Smith Feast's Eve! There's that noise again.
It sounds like it's closer. Could use that cart on the upper floor to climb higher. Need to find a way on top of it first.
If only we had the good fortune to stumble upon another metal crate.
Sorry, there was something I needed to do. You were talking before I left?
If only we had the good fortune to stumble upon another metal crate.
Or we could bring the one we've got upstairs. Hey, Gildan, think you can get to the elevator controls?
You mean climb across? Sure.
So, how did you and Olvar team up?
Traveling with a caravan. Yeah, he was prickly at first. Till I told him about Mum. Her priceless looking glass. And how I found one just like it.
He was interested in your looking glass?
He's an inquisitive mind. You two will be tighter than two nuts on a bolt. Ha ha! Still got it.
Okay, send me up.
Up you go. By these controls. I've had enough acrobatics for one day. Olvar would be proud.
I can get the key module now.
Forward.
Wow.
Machine's nightmare. Made that look effortless. Another one down. Well done, girl.
I think that was all of them. Let's keep going.
One step closer to Olvar.
A rush of air. Bring me up, Gildan.
Aye, aye.
Bring me up, Gildan.
Aye, aye. We're in! Olvar must be wondering what all the commotion was about. Did you find something?
This data.
Huh.
The soldier didn't write it.
Guess our friend found
He's
someone
friendly.
after all. No sign of Olvar.
We'll keep looking.
Whoa! We fire that off in confined spaces, do we? Think I've consumed a few too many ale-braised peccaries to squeeze in there, but let me know what you find.
This must be Olvar. Cold. He's been here a while. His explosives must have attracted burrowers. Is that? He stole Gildan's looking glass. It's probably when he pushed him off the boat. How am I gonna break this to Gildan?
Hey, Aloy! Is he in there? Or are you doing that thing where you talk to yourself?
There she is! A delver like no other, I must say. Well, let's hear it. So, any sign of my elusive partner?
Gildan... Olvar didn't make it. Machines got him. I found him holding this.
My looking glass. But how?
This isn't going to be easy to hear, but... I think he...
He really did care. He knew how special this was to me. That has to be why he held on to it. I was in his thoughts until the very end.
You know what, Gildan? I'm sure you're right. That is how you should remember him. And at least this way, you know what happened to him.
Yeah. You're right. Better a delve ended than never began, after all. Just a whole heap of rotten luck. Right when I finally found someone to be my friend. That's the way the hammer falls, I guess. You'd think I'd be used to it by now. Truth be told, I never had a lasting friend. I mean, when your own mum doesn't like you enough to stick around, why would anyone else? I'm really starting to think I might go my whole life like this. No matter what I do, what I say, in the end, I'll be inevitably all alone.
Hey, that is not true. You'll always have me, Gildan. And I might not be with you all the time. But there is a way for us to stay in touch. With this.
One of your tiny wonders?
It's called a focus. You put it on up here, like this.
Whoa! Sparks to steel. Look at that. And that. Over there, too. What a thing of beauty. No idea what it all means. But a dazzle all the same.
I will put you in touch with some friends of mine. They'll help you get up to speed on using the focus. And I meant what I said. If you ever really need me, give me a call. I'll always help a friend.
Before you skedaddle out of here, I've got something for you, too. Figured you'd find a better use for it than me.
Thanks, Gildan. Until we meet again. Hey, Gaia. I just gave a focus to a friend of mine. Can you make sure he's patched into our network? And maybe check in on him now and then? He could use someone to talk to.
Certainly. I am happy to converse with him whenever he wishes.
Hello? Hello? Is this thing working?
Hello, Kelton. Let us continue our conversation on another frequency.
Whoa! Who was... Wait. Don't tell me. Another friend of a certain flame-haired Nora? By the Forge, this is gonna be marvelous.
Indeed it will.
Thanks, Gaia.